Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I am going to be busting out another run of Little Noah, which I didn't realize had the subtitle of Scion of Paradise. I'm not sure how much that actually matters, but one thing I didn't know going into this game is that apparently there is a mobile game of Little Noah that was... I mean, it's perfectly set up to be a gacha game, I get that. But they seem to have redone it in such a way that it doesn't feel like a gacha game. Mostly because it isn't. I'm not paying real money to get, cute little Lilliput avatars and whatnot. So it actually feels like a game. Go fucking figure, right? Alright, so I also now have more avatars that I can choose from. So that's where you started. But, as you can see, when you take other avatars, it boosts certain Lilliput attacks depending on which spot of your lineup they're in. I have nothing that's boosting the skills, but as you can see, I've got this one, which is relatively new to me. I haven't tried it out. I've got Wind Spear Noah, Frostblade Noah, Flame Axe, which I was using for a little bit. Then I unlocked these, and I haven't tried them out yet, so I'm very interested. And to give you an idea, when she actually takes these forms, she essentially uses alchemy to boost herself, and she looks like, an adult. Like, I have to assume that if she has her own airship and she's traveling around practicing magic and alchemy and adventuring into ruins, that she's an adult anyway, but these are what her avatar forms look like. And like I said, I haven't tried out anything aside from normal and Flame Axe. I'm gonna give this one a try. Which, by the way, something I pointed out earlier is that the art style looks very familiar to me. So, curiously, if anyone knows, who did the art design for this game, because the characters all look like they're kind of, like, almost entirely ripped straight out of Bravely Default. Anyway, I've also been working on boosting the bonds to my followers, who I came to realize are just the enemies, but on your side. Also, I didn't realize that Victoria had horns. What a little demonic cutie. I even unlocked some that weren't part of the base game to begin with. And you unlock them through gameplay, so there's no fear that things are gonna be like, oh god, why did you spend so much money on that? So what do you think we're playing? Diablo Immortal? Come on now. See, you cannot forge any more relics for me. You gave me the Vigor Brooch, which is just a straight damage increase. Always good to see it. Alright. Well, let's just go ahead and start a run, and we'll see just how far I can get while rambling like an idiot. And you always start with the same 3, so we'll just kind of see where this goes from here. Oh yeah, and that's another thing I unlocked, is Noah actually has an attack of her own. It's like this super dash. You press left trigger, everything slows down, and then you do something like that when you release left trigger. And when you hit someone with that, it actually resets it resets your Lilliput lineup, so you can just go straight into big combos against bosses. Which, to be fair, it's kind of difficult to do against some of the later game bosses because they don't have huge openings to work with. But it is something to keep in mind, and it is a good way to, at the very least, get a few good strikes in. Alright, so we can get more Lilliput followers there, and I don't know about wind-based rewards. My base element is that of ice, so I would like to get ice-based rewards. Now, that doesn't mean that all of my attacks are doing that. I'm just saying that my avatar first does ice-based damage, so I would like to get things that boost that. Okay, because I don't really know if this is going to end up being like a ranged or a melee build, let's just grab the green crystal. Hello, who do I have here? Well, I mean, there's really no reason not to grab you. So let's go back to my lineup and see where he shows up. Alright, I think that'll work for now, and remember, the Lilliputs in spot numbers 2 and 5 get boosts. A 30% boost to be precise. So yeah, kinda want to make sure that my most powerful ones are in those positions. Which, yeah, creates some awkward combos, but I don't care. Now, one of the things that I unlocked is that when you go through certain gates, you get whatever benefit it's saying. So, in going through this rate, there's a much greater rate at which I find more followers. But if I go through this gate, then I get items that relate to powering up wind-based activities. Or wind-based attacks. I don't know why I said activities. What the hell's wrong with me? But there's also that second option that you can see is grayed out. And what I can do is I can spend those like blue checkerboard things to activate that effect as well. So not only will there be more Lilliputs in this area than usual, but I can also add a Lilliput cauldron into the map. And I think I will do that because I am definitely trying to get a good team going here. And I can restock my health potions if I need to. So I've unlocked a lot of stuff just by playing the crap out of the game. Alright, so it can be really difficult to knock this guy out. Like, I didn't figure I would be able to, but every hit also gives me more money. So ultimately worth it to chase him down and beat the crap out of him for a little bit. Now, for what it's worth, it doesn't look like Tristan is doing much damage, but also keep in mind that his attack is a multi-hitting attack, and you're only seeing what's happening with, like, one hit, essentially. I have to make a choice. What the hell? There we go. Sorry, I was trying to concentrate on not taking damage there, so I can get that secondary chest. So here's the Lilliput cauldron. So many things I like. So Lionel is a good combo starter. I could grab that. You've got a great special, and so does Victoria. I think I'm taking the Frost Dragon, because I can put you there, and I'll show you guys what that does in my next actual fight. Oh, yeah, I have to use a key here. Master Locksmith, oh yeah! Ooh, Reaper. And Felicity. Alright, now we're playing with a little bit more power. So we're definitely... So just to show you guys what Reaper does. And there you go. So now where do I want to place her in my lineup? It would actually be better if you were to come before... Well, hold on, because I can actually knock someone off of my list here. There we go. I think that'll work out a little bit better for right now, at least. And we'll just kind of see where this goes. So all those little treasure chest tokens are actually gifts that you can give to the Lilliputians that are living in the Lilliput house. I've now said that word so many times it's starting to sound kind of funny. And giving them gifts will level up their relationship to you and allow them small but useful bonuses. I missed. Ow. How dare you? There we go. And we get Chuck, who's actually got a really good special, so grab that. Now, his basic attack is actually an uppercut, and I don't know how again, to show you guys. See? Like that, and it moves you up with him, so I'm not sure how I feel about that. But he's got a really good special, and we're just going to hang on to that. Kunoichi. Buzz. What does that do? Increases ice damage by 20%. Okay. So, a plan is starting to come together, but I don't have enough money for both pieces of it, so... Got one more room that we can hit up here. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that, and then you can fast travel. I forgot about that point. Alright, so I think the better thing to spend my money on is the Blizzard Ring, because that's also going to increase the damage of my Avatar Burst. Unfortunately, not going to be able to afford to pick up Kunoichi, but that is okay. I'll just have to deal. Alright, we're going to be coming across our first boss in just a moment here. And it's Queen. See what I mean by it resets your cooldowns? And Sophie, okay. So she's got an interesting ranged attack. I'll show that to you. Now it does have a minor homing property as well. So I think that will actually work out just fine for the middle of my combo. There we go. Treasure vault and more gold, accessory rewards, and a Lilliput cauldron. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the accessory rewards. I might as well activate that. It's one thing the game doesn't exactly tell you about. Okay, so what do we got? Ooh, a second copy of Tristan. And that's what I was actually going to bring up, is that... when you pick up essentially a second copy of a Lilliput, it actually boosts that Lilliput's level. Now, since I am kind of trying to focus on ice, it is a little strange to be getting all these fire-based guys, but, you know, what can you do? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change up my combo. We're going to lead off with Felicity, then Tristan, then Sophie, then we'll put Tristan again, since I have two, and then Reaper at the end. Got a very interesting combo going on right now, and I can dig it. Their little range damage never hurt. And that's one of the reasons why I like having Frost Dragon there, is he's very good at range damage, and that beam pierces. So this will power you up, and I am completely okay with that. Now, curiously, let's see what your skill is. We're gonna go with it because we do have synergies with ice, but at the moment it looks very underwhelming. All right, well that puts that idea to bed. No, actually, it's pretty good. And you and your slingshot. Put that shit in bed right now. Alright, and we'll come back to this. Another Lilliput Cauldron. Okay, pretty much all of these guys kind of stink. We'll take Trip Trap. That actually synergizes well with the like draw effect of Sophie's attacks, so just stick with that. There we go. Looking good. Alright, what can we purchase here? A third copy of Sophie. That would actually finish leveling her up entirely, and would unlock a new skill. Chilled Out. Let's see what that does. Increases ice damage by 10% when in your inventory. Nice, that is perfect. Alright, we've got ourselves a very ice-based run, so we'll see if we can't get lucky enough to get other ice-based help. So we can definitely see the damage getting better. Now, I should point out that even though Noah has a nice little dash like that, you are not invulnerable while pulling that off. It's like the one area where I get a little miffed with this game's combat is that it would be so easy just to be like, oh look, you're invulnerable while you're doing that. But I also see why they didn't do that, because it'd be super easy to abuse. And it's already such a good movement option that perhaps complaining about it is a little silly. Now, that's not going to help, but as far as I can tell, there's no limit as to how many artifacts you can have, or relics, or whatever they're called in this game. Alright, I'm also noticing I'm getting a little bit more range, so might be worth it to start picking up more blue crystals. Alright, and now we can just GTFO. And we are fighting the Sword Titan. And you're going to start throwing vacuum waves at me. Alright, cool. Now you're going to jump into the middle of the arena and do a big AoE. And I'm going to hit you with an Ice Beam, because I'm just cool like that. Now, the idea that they call this game a casual roguelike kind of feels a little disingenuous to me, because there are some really interesting combat options. Titan expert. Don't really have anything I want to do with Flame Dragon, but see, the reason why you would even continue to pick things up is because at the end of the run, this all gets converted to mana, and you need more mana to finish upgrading Noah's ship. Alright, this seems like a good time to try out the Avatar Burst. Oh, I like that one. Alright, let's check out this puzzle chamber. When I say puzzle chamber, I mean, you know, spot where you go to partake in a small platforming challenge. So, after learning that this was apparently originally a mobile game, I started looking at the game structure, and I definitely see where the model is. Because they can always charge you money for mana to repair the airship faster. They can always charge you money for extra Lilliputians. Actually, the Lilliputians are kind of the main gameplay drive, so I think what they would charge you money for is mostly for things like, you know, better odds and items, or the airship repairs is probably where they would really get you. So, you know, it's just kind of me thinking out loud. So, if I do this, will it... Okay, so getting an extra Frost Dragon would really only be worth it to boost your beam attack, which, honestly, I'm fine with that. And because I have no idea whether or not you will increase my ice damage by another 10% with another copy, I think this is probably my better choice. That way, my Frost Dragon gets a nice little boost. Hey, there's a Kunoichi. Alright. Grab that. And another Felicity. Though because my run is becoming increasingly more ice-based, I don't really think I want to do a fire follower. Grab. I mean, that sounds really bad putting it that way, so let's not. So Kunoichi also has an uppercut style attack, but I think that works out well with the kind of like interesting build I have going on. And she just leads off there, which I think is fine for the way I've been fighting lately. Though honestly, considering what I've got going on with the kind of ranged build I have going on, if I can get a second Reaper to put out in front, that would probably be for the best. Not really using a lot of wind damage. Yeah, another point to where you can see the like mobile game structure is in the idea that each item has rarities. Accessory rewards, an extra Lilliput cauldron, and ice rewards. Perfect. Alright, I might have to do a few runs where I don't use those gate things. I also haven't seen this little penguin bastard. Like, he hasn't shown up as in any of the Lilliput rewards I've done. Combat challenge. So you'll notice that the enemies have a dark aura here, and that means that they are either completely, well, they're not completely immune to, but they're just stronger than usual, so they're less affected by your attack's effects. Hey, an enemy Kunoichi. Yeah, so the idea that Kunoichi is in the lead here, which forces me into the air, is a problem in this move. Oh, but now I have a second Kunoichi, so she's stronger. I can't think of where I would want a second one, though, so... There we go. It's a good use for that. Okay, don't really have much of a use for Firehouse, but you do get to drive around in a cool, like, fire station golem. Defeat foes within the time limit. Yeah, you'll notice these enemies are dangerous just because of these status effects they can inflict. Yeah, ice-based enemies are not fun to deal with. Oh hey, another Reaper, just what I was asking for. And also Freya. I think... actually we're gonna take Freya, and then we'll put her in the lead. Because that's what her attack looks like. So her attack is kind of a perfect lead-off. Now if I can find another Freya, that would be even better. Okay, both of these are good, but which one do I pick? Let's take that because I've never seen it. Ow. Like, seriously, Kunoichi enemies are really dangerous. And no, I haven't forgotten about the spot where I can restock my potions. That's on the agenda. And by now, I'm sure you can see that just because of their element, my other Lilliputians have vastly outpaced the fire ones. And I am starting to get a more ranged build, so we'll grab that. What do we have here? Don't necessarily want Heidi or Felicity, honestly. That's a defensive thing, so we'll definitely grab that. Alright, let's refill our potions. So, now allow me to go back and restate something that I said earlier. I said that I thought that that using the term casual was maybe not fair. I should reiterate that usually when you hear someone describe a game as casual, it usually means it's like super easy and kind of essentially dismissible in a lot of people's eyes, and that's not necessarily how I feel it should be. Hello, King. Because even though... Ow, I didn't recognize that as an attack like I probably should have. Alright, so that's essentially a defensive twirl with a bit of an offensive burst. Ow. Ooh, Freya is getting strong. I would love to find another Freya out there somewhere. Honestly, that's kind of all I really need is just use single attacks with Freya. Don't really have a lot I can do with Pierce, but we'll take him. His is another one that's... Alright, so we're just gonna go through here without using the gate elements. Alright, so I should explain what's going on here. We'll grab that. Grab that. So, your cat friend, when you go to start an adventure, you can give him some of those gifts that I've been picking up. Yeah, as you can see, gifts in the bottom right corner. You can give him some of those, and when you do, he will... Well, he, she, it, he will occasionally show up during your run and drop a treasure chest that can have a certain number of things in it depending on how many gifts you give him. So that's the other thing that to me seems like they could monetize on a free-to-play model. Alright, so that's a combo timer system. I understand how it works, I'm just not very good at exploiting it. Grab another defensive boost. Alright, shop is down here, so let's see what we can buy. Another Kunoichi. Alright, well I have a couple of Kunoichis. What do they do? Yeah, what is her final ability? Increases likelihood of inflicting death by 20% when this Lilliput uses a skill attack. And her skill attack, just to kind of show you guys real quick, is that. Which, yeah, synergizes well with Sophie's skill attack, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's worth picking up another one just to say I have it. Because I think honestly, Mr. Dragon is doing more than enough work. But you know what? Let's go for it because that is something that will end up helping out in the long run because it'll be turned into more mana at the end of the run. And I may also change my mind on which skill attack I want to hold on to. But I mean, just the idea that I have a ranged build makes it so that I don't really want to. I don't really want to change out Frost Dragon. I would rather leave my boy where he is. Okay, ice damage is getting nice and chonky. I would love very much to find another Freya and level her up. So, now to get back to the point that I was getting at, which is, when they say casual, I think what they mean is your character is powerful, and she gets a... Like, she starts with a number of abilities, like that dash. That's not something that I had to unlock. That's just something that she has. Ow. She can also double jump right from the word go. Really? So when they say casual, I don't necessarily think they mean light difficulty. I think they mean it doesn't take a lot to get into. But depth and complexity comes further along the way. Like the idea that all of these Lilliputs, as they call them, which, I mean, I don't know, that's not what I've learned Lilliput is, but, I mean, the hell do I know? In case you're wondering why that teddy bear was like charging up and just running into my face, that is the suicide bomber enemy of the game. Good old Admiral explodes in your face. Okay, so I have 2 Pierces now, so it might be worth running one of them instead of one of the Tristans, even though I don't like that his attack also draws you into the air. Let me show you what I mean. But when it comes to elemental bonuses, I still have the same amount of elemental bonuses attached to wind that I do to every other element except ice. Alright, I am not a fan of this boss. Really not. Oh, it's a different boss. It's ice-based now. He seems to have a lot of the same attack patterns as the fire version that I'm used to fighting. Yeah, as you can see, he does not like to sit still. Ugh, I hate this boss so much. Yeah, actually nailing this guy down to do a decent amount of damage to him is very difficult. Also, he can freeze. Okay, well, run is probably ending here because I can't seem to hold him still to get any damage done. Oh my god, I hate this guy so much. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, this guy is super unfair. And I had a good run going, too. So this is what I meant by just things that I buy that don't have a ton of use, I can turn into more mana. Because at the end of the run, you're forced to convert all of this into mana. As for what you do with the mana... Yeah, that thing sucks. But what you do with the mana is you use it to make repairs to your airship, which give you permanent bonuses. Such as, I can put a Lilliput Cauldron at the ruin entrance, which is really nice, actually. I can just flat out increase my damage by another 20%. I've unlocked all of these. I can get another Other Thrust gauge, which honestly I don't know why I didn't use that against Mr. Ice Chimera. Probably because I was really worried about just, you know, not dying. You see how that worked out for me. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is I like the idea of there being a Lilliput Cauldron at the ruin entrance. Start your adventure with a Resurrection Doll. Man, that would be nice. I want that. I can have that. Mommy, I want one of those. Alright, let's also unlock a few more relics, like this Vigor Brooch. That thing is really good. Increases Noah's maximum HP by 60%. Oh, I love that too. Durable Brooch is nothing too special. Becomes invincible when dashing. We definitely want to unlock that. Ooh, and we'll unlock that Resurrection Doll too, why not? And we'll unlock that, and that's about as good as that gets for right now. Now, apparently there's something here. Silver Drake statue, obtain 150 Lilliputs. Interesting. Silver treasure chest statue. And for those of you who are wondering what the statues do, you can... Oh, also that golden goose just poops gold for you. But these statues you can actually put up in order to give yourself a boost. So like that, start your adventure with 1 extra ruins key. That's nice. Is it better than 5% attack damage or increase mana gain from converted items? At the moment, no, but I can definitely see where I would move when and where I would want that. So, there you go. That's how far I've gotten, and yeah, Ice Fang definitely kicked my ass, but it's not going to be that way forever. I'll figure out how to fight him, and then I'll post up another video, and we'll be like, yeah, we'll just laugh about it. It'll be fun. It'll be funny. But that's it for right now. Thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate your continued support. Drop me a like, leave a comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends. That's being tracked a bit more closely now, and if you're sharing this video with your friends, it essentially kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Check this game out if you haven't had the chance. I've been having a lot of fun with it, especially since I haven't had a lot of time to really just dive headfirst into Sunbreak like I've wanted to. So this has really been taking some of the gaming edge off, so to speak. So, I'm rambling at this point, so again, I thank you for coming to spend some of your free time with me. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you